Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can't get Instagram to work. Yay, us. Yay, us. I will work on it because you know what? Sometimes I have to tell you that I do literally, literally surprise myself. I don't know why or how I surprise myself as I'm stalling right now, looking at all the buttons. I do, but you know what? You're good at it too. You are so good
Stalling.
at stalling and multitasking. I have watched you work, and guys, she's good. She's really good. I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm working on this. I'm like, what? And you are multi-talented, I have to tell you.
You are so
Multi-talented.
sweet to me.
I'll be sweet to you, sweet to you, sweet to you.
Sweet
Thank
to
you
me.
for being here on a Saturday. I'm so excited. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'll get to your comments in one quick second because you know what? Kyra is too good not to be on Instagram, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. I I love when you say hold collar. Like, I don't know what it does in my psychology, but it like relaxes me and I'm like, oh yeah, dude. Like, I'm just chilling.
How good.
Like,
That's what I tell people.
I'm relaxed. I'm gonna take a few deep breaths, and just wait for Elias to get back.
Right. I like it. It's like, please don't call it. We're live. Oh my God. Hang on. Go live. Go live. Go live. Go do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Press the button. Press the button. There we are. Okay. Now I feel complete. Now it is here. Now the big tester is, are we live on Instagram? Yes. Yes.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done, Papa Bear.
Hello, Jean. Susan. And look, Susan, hello from Illinois. Susan is also an author. Love it. Karen, soon to be author. Joy, good to see you. Thanks. I know, guys, we're normally not on Saturdays, but what's going to happen is starting October, the 1st of October, whatever it is, that October, whatever it is, October 1st Saturday in October, we'll be going live 5 p.m. because it gets colder and it gets like the nights get shorter. So people are in on a Saturday night. So there you go. Plus, then we get to say SATURDAY night, which is way before you were born, Kyra. Way before you were born.
But I know it.
I know. Thank you for playing along. Hello, Kathleen. Good to see you. And Dorothy, good to see you. Guys, if you don't know my guests by now, you should. You really should, because I mean, look at this. As You Wish Publishing. As You Wish Publishing. And I have to tell you, not only is Kyra the CEO and co-founder of As You Wish Publishing with her wonderful husband, but she has taught people hypnotherapy. She has also done a lot of stuff that you wouldn't know about her. You wouldn't know. I didn't know. I did not know that she is in the Guinness Book of World Records for bubblegum chewing. She is. I try to do it with a straight face.
Obscure. So obscure. It's so
weird. I couldn't. No, you have. I mean, you've created this company. You are an author yourself. You have your own school for teaching hypnotherapy. You have done a lot in your very young years. You have done a lot. Look, guys, at 24, she's rocking it. She is totally rocking it.
I mean, damn. Somebody's going, ooh, she looks kind of rough for 24.
No, she doesn't look rough. No, I mean, you don't.
I look great for 96, don't I?
You look amazing. Amazing. So let's say hello to everybody else. Ellen Jane, good to see you. Sister Sledge, Diane Sims, hello. Isabel, hello. I don't, and honestly, I'm a bit frightened. Oh, about my button pressing? Yes, I'm all. Kathy, I know. Tell me about it. I know things about her. You do.
She
Rachel
does.
Elizabeth Palmer. what are you doing on here?
What are you doing here?
Hello, Mamala. Good to see you all
Mamala.
the way from Florida. From the Florida. Good to see you. So news to tell you guys. As You Wish Publishing, she has 2 awards, guys. I'm sure you have more, but this one an award. Do you want to tell them?
That one hasn't won an award yet. I was wrong on that one, but that one has. Yes.
This one.
Yes.
And this, I mean, I'm telling you, I love the covers. You do such
a good job too.
With the covers. I mean, they're beautiful. This one really grabs your attention. I mean, they all do, but this one was like, everyone's always like, oh, I love the colors in this, and I love the line. Yes. It's awesome.
Oh, yes. And it was right before the pandemic too, like right in that edge where I'm pretty sure we had already started to learn about some of the challenges that were starting to happen. And then of course we all had our own personal things, but it was about, but it was really close to my heart to say, we got this, you know, we
totally
courageous. Yeah.
Totally. Here's your lovely husband. Hello.
That's my boo. That's my boo boo.
Is about knowing your friend, 2 of a kind on one screen. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Lastly, you're a pissa. Thank you. Love you, my friend. And cousin Jody, good to see you. Thank you for being here. So let's talk about our topic today is grounding in writing. How many of you watching really get a lot, like when you journaled, when you did your diaries when you were little, or I used to just take a notebook and just write. I mean, writing was so cathartic for me. It was really, really cathartic. How did it start for you?
Oh my gosh, yeah, totally the journals. I remember my grandmother bought me like very fancy that Hallmark. She got it from Hallmark. There was a Hallmark store, right, in Richmond, Virginia. And she said, you can pick something. So I picked this journal and it had its little lock on it. I still have it to this day. And I would write poems and I would write whatever. I mean, I would write murder mystery stories. And, you know, my guidance counselor started getting a little nervous for my mental health at a couple points there. But it was absolutely cathartic. It helped me to just like release all the stress and anxiety and fears that I had and just put it on the page and, you know, kill someone off, and it was like, that's perfect. Yeah. So that's kind of how it started for me. And then it went into things like where you can actually use it for your own development. Like The Artist's Way was a big book for me, to understand morning pages and clear the energy before going into the day. And then I was like, well, then if we can do morning, we can do evening. So yeah. And I would just, tuck it away and just get rid of it. Nothing came of it, doesn't have to.
And it's so interesting, guys, because, doing the work that we both do and doing the energetic piece, it's interesting. I want you all to take a look at when you write, does your handwriting change? Because if you write and you notice handwriting, you might be doing a form of automatic writing without even realizing it. And if you have even the inclination of, I've always wanted to be a writer, I've always wanted to do some of that, it's really interesting to start writing. We're going to ask Kyra some questions, but I want to say hello to Bella and Fashionton and RJ Townsend on Instagram. Thanks for being here, guys. I have it over here. I have Instagram over here. So if I don't see you, please know I'm still doing this. It's not like I'm nervous or I have to go to the bathroom. Jody said, I am scared to journal. It's evidence. Jody, that's why you come on a retreat with me. That way we can throw it in the fire and we can burn it. So see, it's really good.
It's evidence. I love that.
Once I get started, just rarely take the time. Yeah, Chris. Rachel says, my handwriting always changes depending on which personality shows up. That's good. Yeah. Janet Zavala coaching. And you guys, Janet, look at this. Janet, there's Kyra. There she is.
Yep, she's at the top. Yep.
And ta-da! Yes. So Janet's part of the group. She's been in the books. She's got her own
book. Yeah, I'm so glad you have her book. Oh, I love that.
Of course. And Janet and I, you guys, are doing a retreat, Manifesting Your Desires, in November. Come join us. All right.
You cannot have two better teachers. They are amazing.
You're awesome. And a little, Kyra and I are going to be doing a retreat next year. We'll let you know as soon as we know. All right. So I have to ask you,
Yes.
writers, people that do stuff, they often have a million, and I mean a million ideas floating around, buzz. What's your favorite method to help authors get grounded and get clear on what they want to write first?
Well, I think the main thing is to do your own kind of meditative practice, whatever that might be, where you just drop into your body, because we get up here, that's where the million thoughts come from, and then you just catch another thought. So dropping our energy down into our heart, down all the way to the floor, down to our feet, and just taking some good deep breaths and regulating, right? Because if we start to get stressed, we have too much going on. That's number one, always. Now, I also love the Post-it method, where you just have a blank wall and you just write out all your ideas and you just pop them up on the wall. And then, whether you throw a dart or whatever, or whether you just
spit out my water. God.
That's what I'm doing. Manifestation principles. And just sitting with it and feeling into which one, where you feel drawn to, even if you can't see the words, and just pick that one off the wall and put it down. Keeping track of all of this stuff, you can use a program like Scrivener, which is kind of like it's almost like a notepad or note, those little note cards kind of thing, which Scrivener? I think you like. Scrivener.
I thought I got rid of that last year.
I know, right? I mean, I haven't had that since college.
Oh, Todd, you don't know what you're up for with the two of us.
Oh, he knows.
Okay.
It's going on 20 years together. He knows what I'm all about. And so, you bring out a very different side of me.
I know.
Scrivener is a really great software. Yes. It's like $50. And I think it's mainly, I think you can do it with Windows or with Mac. It's fantastic, and it's really good. You can move things around and you can write in little note cards, and really good way to organize things. You can also do the plain old mind map, topic, subtopic, subtopics. Yeah. And that's how I do it.
It's a delight to watch you both vibe. Thanks, Todd.
We vibing.
Janet says they have antibiotics for that.
Oh my God.
Hello, Eve. Thank you. So they're now like, you're grounded, you're doing your, what do I write? I think people get nervous about like, oh my God, publishing. Oh, what do I do? What's one misconception that surprises the authors most?
Oh, it is always that they are going to be the ones who drive the ship when it comes to the book coming out.
I'm not going to ask you a question and take a sip. I'm just not going to do it. Ginger Perrick.
Ginger.
Also in the book. We have so many of our friends.
So many good people.
Go. Sorry.
So yeah, and that's the main thing, is that you now become a digital marketer. You become a direct marketer, a sales manager, and you almost, in some cases, depending on how you feel about this, but almost detaching from the work a little bit. If you have a hard time feeling shy or, self-promotion or whatever, and just focus on what the benefits of the book are for the people who will be reading it. Instead of being like, I wrote this book and I don't know if you'll like it, but maybe it's okay. And it's so we don't have to diminish ourselves. We can say, these are the 5 things that you're going to get from reading this book, and you need it. And you need it because I believe in it, because I walk my talk, because as much as I can, right? And because we're all human, we're all flawed, we make mistakes. But ultimately, if you feel like you don't want to leave this world with your music still in you, you've got to be the one to promote it. So that's the biggest mistake. And that's with traditional publishing, that's with indie publishing. It doesn't matter. You're still the engine that makes it run.
And again, guys, we're talking about grounding and writing, and just think about it, that when you see your stuff on paper, that's a whole different feel. It's a whole different vibe. It solidifies stuff. And that solidification is the grounding piece. I mean, don't you feel that, Kyra? It's like, boom, it's there, right?
Oh my gosh. You're bringing it from here, from your heart, from your soul, from your gut. You're bringing it out of you, and you're saying, I believe this. I believe this.
I do this, and I did it once on a live, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to use that. So I put my hand on the center of my chest. I put my hand right in the middle of my belly button. So the top 2 fingers are on the 3rd chakra, and the bottom 2 fingers are on the 2nd chakra. And I've gone over that. Yeah. And
hold on a minute. It's not really happening.
Watch them like that, girl. That's what I do. I'm like, all right, here we go. So, but we think about it, love, and then the will center, and the creation center. And then you say it all at once, love will create. Well, when you think of love will create, because you're hitting all 3 of these chakras, breathe with that, ground with that, and then the words come. I have to tell you guys, all of you, that Kyra does amazing job when she works with our authors. We did an amazing exercise. I remember for the I think it was the 2nd book that I was in, and you had us write for 5 minutes without like stopping, without doing like crossing anything out, misspelled words, whatever. And she's like, then count up your words. And I could not believe how many words I had in that writing. I think it was 5 minutes, and I had like over like 1,000 some words. I'm like, what? It was nuts. It was crazy. And it came out so effortlessly. It's when you stop to go, oh no, yeah.
Am I saying that right? Am I doing that right? And it's very defeating in a way, because now you're out of the flow. You're going. So when we're in the flow, we're definitely more in our heart and more in our solar plexus and in our throat chakra. But when we're editing, we're up here, and in some cases in our limbic brain, because we're afraid we're going to do it wrong. In some cases, like, I have authors that come to me a lot, and they say, I'm afraid because I remember what it was like in elementary school, and that I did something wrong on my paper. And I'm like, listen, I thought, doing no assignment was better than doing the assignment and getting it wrong, And so I completely understand that. And so it's like, well, this is all heart stuff and that kind of thing. So we want to make sure we know which part of ourselves we're actually in when we're creating.
I love it. Hey, Delora. Trish, Rain Readings, Trish. Hello. Good to see you on here. And Eve72 and Crypix, thank you for being on here. So, Kathleen, I've heard you talk, girl. I know you would not have an empty page. Here's the important thing to know. It is that you are just putting your words on paper. So let me ask you, Kyra, what's the secret sauce for really making a really good first draft into a polished, publishable book?
For me, it's reading it out loud. It's reading it out loud. It's reading it multiple times. And if you have to do it in sections, that's okay, because you want to hear what you're saying, and be really clear about it. And not only that, but having like a beta reader or someone to, take a look at it for you as well, and just say, what do you think? You know, am I missing any pieces here? And, you know, you don't generally have to pay a beta reader, but you could offer something in exchange. And you can just say, you know, hey, I just need this, and this. When you look at it, look for these things, because I feel like I'm not quite on point. You know, my character is, you know, one time my character's in a forest and the next minute my character's at a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, there's something wrong here.
Right. Yeah.
Or if you're writing nonfiction, is this tracking? Are you hearing what I think I'm saying? You know, and then that is and you can build in a little bit of community as well. And we have a big community. Okay, not a huge community, but we have authors who are committed to writing and being helpful and wanting to help each other in the AYW community. So, you know, if you needed a beta reader, I'm sure we could find someone for you to help you.
And let me just, you know, Kyra's very, very, very modest. And I'm going to tell you, she got a big ass community, guys. This one has published over 70 books. Let me say that again. Over 70 books. You got a big ass community, girl. 70 books. You got it going on. You got it going on.
Well, we have dedicated people, and that's really what makes all the difference. Yeah.
And Dolores cute. Or Elias just calls you and says you're writing a book. I have to tell you that Delora did a beautiful. We both took Dougal Fraser's color coaching class, and Delora decided to do her own class, and she did an amazing job. And her story alone about one certain color, I was like mesmerized. I was like, oh, and I wasn't feeling good. I had some health issues going on, and I was laying on the couch. I'm like, God, this is good. And when you're coming up, because Kyra's coming up with actually 2 books are coming up. I was like, hey, Delora, you need to be in Kyra's book, so you need to write that chapter, okay? And it's like, what? I'm like, it's amazing. Turn that into a story. And she did. So that book's coming up. And what is the name of that book?
Guided by Spirit. So good. And her chapter is so good. And she's in a featured author section. Like it is awesome. Her touchstones are incredible. So I'm very, very excited to share her new authorshipness with the world.
I love it. I'm so proud of you, Delora. Really, truly.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be in the next book after that one. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. So publishing can be overwhelming for new authors, right? What's the most exciting part of the process that helps them stay motivated and grounded?
Oh, let's see. I wrote notes and I didn't write that note. Okay.
Let's move on to the next question.
But no, I really think it's a good question.
I think it's a great question.
It is overwhelming. It is overwhelming. And I think deep breaths are great. But it is also like, the parts that you can do them. But the other parts that you have a hard time with, don't try to reinvent the wheel or try to learn them all alone. Lean on people. If you can't afford it, or if it's not right, you just aren't ready to invest in that way, that's okay. Go to YouTube, go and learn in places, do whatever you can to not feel like you're all alone in this. Feel free to email me, connectedasyoowishpublishing.com. I want to hear from you and see if we can help, because we're a publishing services provider. So we do all of those things that are scary: formatting, book cover design. If it's children's books, we handle the illustrations. If it's, ISBN numbers, Library of Congress, getting it up on KDP, like these things are so challenging. They like, well, KDP is free to upload on KDP. And it's like, I've seen people literally spend days and days and days beating themselves, beating their heads against a wall going, I'm just not doing it right. It's not accepting it. It's not doing it. And I'm like, I know it's a real pain. But I know how to do it. And I know how to talk to them, just like with Ingram Spark, the customer service is crap, but I know how to talk to them. So don't feel like you have to do every piece of it alone. And we do some a la carte stuff as well. So let yourself be helped, I think, instead of letting yourself be overwhelmed and just give up. You do not have to give up. We are on your side.
Because so many people have some great stories. I mean, really, truly. And I see a lot of you on here. Cameron, good to see you. And Laror64, hello. Sweet Intention, hello, Shop Sweet Intention, a place where I do some work at. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks so much. So, do you have an open calibration project you want to share, like
Disney
already?
I wonder if I can share my screen.
I don't know.
Let's see if I can. I think I can.
Can you?
It's at asyouwishpublishing.com. We write. Let's see if it'll let me do it.
Let's see. I know, Jenna. KDP is not easy. It does. Oh my! This is so fascinating. I love it.
It worked. Synchronicity, exploring meaningful paths of connection. Here's our little registration button. I'll talk more about that in a second. If you have an experience that completely changed your worldview, did a profound moment bring you together with your destiny, and what coincidence changed your life forever? And you can share those in the upcoming book. A collaboration is where we come together to basically write together, and then we offset all of the costs and all of the things that go into publishing and marketing a book. And it makes it really easy and really affordable for authors to do it. So, I mean, it's so fun. I mean, it's so fun and it's so easy to do. So there's that synchronicity. If you feel drawn to it or you're just hitting on it, it's like, ooh, yeah, I think I could do something like that. I would recommend that you do it now. The reason why is because Elias, I have a special thing for Elias's people with a featured author, extra 250 word extended bio and bio image inside the book, which is a $67 bonus. The collaboration itself costs $197. That's the base price, but you can add on other things as well. And you have until November 18th to register not register, but to give us your submission. So.
And what do they do to punch in for Elias discount?
It's already done. This is his special link. This is his special link, you guys. So when you hit this, I got a bunch of permissions and things like that, but that's basically saying you own your work. Okay. Right. So it's that first one. It says special bonus add-on for Elias and friends. Okay? And then you can add extra words. This is from 1,500 words, which includes the bio. And you get the 250 words separate. So you get that as an extra bonus, wonderful thing. But if you wanted extra words.
I think you have to go to the screen because I don't see it on here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see.
That's right.
Hold caller.
Please hold caller. Please hold.
Please hold caller.
Look what Janet said. Meeting Elias changed my life because I then met Kyra and two of my favorite people. Well, you know what? We had such a great time in that class, Janet. I'm so happy to have you be on this journey with me. So thrilled. So thrilled. Hey, Susan, good to see you. And L'aurore says, congrats. Very impressive. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Here we go.
There we go. Yes, so you can do extra words if you wanted to. You can do a I don't know if I have any more back cover spotlight, but if I do, I think I might have a couple left. So if you snag those up pretty quick.
Snag them up, guys. Go fast.
Snag them up. The featured author add-on is already done, so you don't add that one. And most people pretty much are good with writing, so they don't necessarily need a transcription. But
and that's what. Oops, let me get the book again. Hang on one second. Did I put Wait, I have both of them right here. I just put it right here. Did I put it on the? You know, I'm telling you, it's a small desk and things get in. Oh, there it is, because it was not there. Okay. So this is what you mean by being on the back, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. There's Janet.
Janet.
Then there's Karen, which I know.
Karen.
And there's Beth Eiglarsh, who I know.
Yeah.
And Sarah, I know. And there's a lot of good people. And there's you that I know.
Me.
There's a lot of, I mean, and here's the thing, guys. It is a lot of fun being with a group of people that are supporting you and rooting you on, and you're not alone. And that's what I love about Kyra's work. You never feel alone in this work. And she will put on that cheerleading outfit and rah rah sis boomba till it comes time for publishing day. She is really, really good about that. And you know, that's why I don't promote people I don't believe in. I don't talk about people that I don't believe in. And you know, you guys do good work, really, really good work. So thrilled. And I have to tell you guys, this book here. So I wrote a book on my own with Katie P. It was formatting was, oh my God, it was because it's a thought of the day book. And some paragraphs are here, some paragraphs are here. I was sick. I was writing the whole book laying down. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have the energy. It's a thought of the day book. Just deal with it.
Do it.
But when it came to this book, and I was just about to get a divorce, and I said, Kyra, here we are, like a couple days before deadline. I don't know if I can't come up with anything. I'm going to get a divorce, and I'm going to leave. And, I already moved away from Chicago to this smaller town. And now what? And she says to me, well, I guess you have a courageous heart.
I'm so,
So she's proud of herself too she's very proud about herself about that. So I have to tell you that that just, I was like, well, I guess I do. And it took me to this chapter, saying yes to self by moving forward. And I kid you not, guys, I must have wrote it in like an hour to 2 hours. And of course it had some bumps and I had to go through it and do whatever, but you gave me the kick in the ass that I needed and believed in me to do it. And I wrote the story from my heart. I didn't write it in a bitchy way, no finger pointing. It was just like, okay, well, I have to remember who I am. And it really helped. It helped the story. It helped moving forward. I mean, it was really, really good. I do get stressed out when I write. So I will either eat a lot or have a cold sore. So that's always so much fun.
Fine. It is what it is.
But we have support. That's what I'm saying, guys. You're not in it. Doing a collaboration book, you are not in it alone. So if you're interested, please go to As You Wish Publishing and check it out. Does anybody have any questions for Kyra? Because now's the time to ask, guys. It's really, you do some amazing books. And I was trying to, thanks, Isabel. Thank you so much. And there you go. asyouwishpublishing.com/we write. There you go. Excellent. Yeah, I was looking at this and I'm going to just list some of them because I was making your flyer. I'm like, well, let me list all the, wait a second. I'm going to list all these books in a little flyer. I mean, I can't like do all that, but you have, you just had one that you just released. That was amazing.
One.
You have the one at the dogs or the pets.
Yes. Pause and Purpose. Then we did Finding Your Path. Guided by Spirit is next. And then Synchronicity we're still filling that one. Yeah. And we have about 8 spots left for that guy.
Okay. Susan has a question.
Susan!
From start to finish, how long does a book take to publish?
So if you're using our services, and it's a pretty standard 50,000 word book, nonfiction, even if it's fiction, that's okay. It'll still take about the same time. And you're not using our copy editing because you have a la carte options. You know, we have a base price, which is $17.77 for our solo book projects. And then you can do add-ons as you wish. If you do the copy editing, that takes about a month, you know, to get back to you line by line copy edits with, you know, what things that need to be changed. And if you want to change them, if you want to accept all those edits or not, you know, because that is up to you. This is your book, your creation. And then from there, once I have the manuscript in hand and it's ready, it's clean, ready to go, it takes 3 to 6 weeks. And that all depends on how well we do our turnarounds and, you know, book cover design, and we get your input back and all that kind of stuff. But we stay on a pretty tight deadline because the ego loves to sabotage us. You know, it loves to go, ooh, but do you remember that time when you failed at something? And then it brings up all this anxiety. And then you're like, you know, I'm like, nope, I'm going to need your answer. You know, I'm going to courageous heart you. I'm going to Elias you.
Kicking your ass is what it means, guys.
Because I'm not going to let you fail yourself. I will not. And I've had pushback, you know, and I've had people that, you know, don't follow through, and it breaks my heart every time. There is somebody on the other side of this that is absolutely applauding every step of the way, what you're doing. And when the ego overcomes someone, it is so hard. It's so hard because I know how simple it really can be. So short answer, 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. And Susan, you have a lot to write about as well, my dear. Hint, hint. So this woman, Susan, manifested the retreat. She was the retreat winner for manifesting your desire.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Day one, she wrote down, I'm winning the retreat. I got this, blah, blah. And she was like, and when we picked her name, I'm like, oh my gosh. So she was manifesting that. Hi, Margie. Good to see you.
Sounds very synchronistic to me.
I think so. Isabel.
When it comes to collaboration books, we do like a month basically to get all of our collaboration entries in. It takes us about a month to copy edit the whole book, and then it takes about 3 or so weeks. So that's more of like a 2-month process when it comes to collaboration books, just to know the difference between the two.
It's very helpful, guys. Very, very helpful. Hi, Margie. Good to see you. You're welcome. I was relentless. You were, but I would say you weren't relentless. You were focused. And you really were like, I've got this. So kudos to you. Isabel says, I have to tell you that I lent the book to my niece who's going through the big D. She says it's speaking to her soul. Your book made me a hero. This book or the other book? This book or my first book? Guess what, Isabel? Guess what? Email me, elias@eliaspatras.com. I will autograph a book for your niece. Okay. If it's this book or my first book, I'll autograph she's talking about, where is that one now? She's talking about From the Universe to Your Hearts. And that one, I have to tell you guys, Kyra made me feel so special with that book because, you know, I won the speaker program at CYL, and Kyra's like, we've got your book all set. I'm like, you do? And she's like, and you're going to be signing books? I'm like, I am? So it was really, and it's a spinning. It's a spinning. It's okay. We're here, and it's a spinning. It's a spinning. It's spinning. We are spinning. Everybody is spinning. I don't know what's happening. Good. Okay. Can you guys, did we freeze? Is it me? Oh no, we're frozen. We're frozen on a ding dum, a blum 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 dee 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 dum. Grateful for this live tonight. I'm a writer, and it still makes me squirm a little saying those words. I was asking for a sign. Look at you, Jamie. See, it's good. And Kyra's back too. It was the universe just like you need a pause to find your book.
I just need a pause. I need a breath. I need a panic attack right now.
It's all good. But Jamie said, grateful for this live tonight. I'm a writer, and it still makes me squirm a little saying those words. I was asking for a sign. So, Jamie, come talk to Kyra, As You Wish Publishing. Come talk to them. Yes, I'm back. Not you, just Kyra. Oh, okay. Oh, so you heard me singing while Kyra was away. All right, that's great. That's awesome. I'm like, we're streaming with Kyra. We're not sure. And there you go again.
Oh my God. I guess my computer overheated or something. So funny. Okay.
Connect asyouwishpublishing.com. Does anybody have any other questions that you would like to ask Kyra? Now is the time, guys, because she's here and she can talk all about they're fantastic. Here's a question that I want to ask. How do you come up with the topics?
Oh gosh.
Of the collaboration books?
Well, Todd and I brainstorm, then we poll. Okay. And then we poll our authors and say which ones would you be interested in? Would you be interested in these? Then we take and we, assimilate it a little bit more. We might run it through ChatGPT and just see if we can get some different titles. And then subtitles and stuff like that. And then we, Frankenstein some things and but really, with Synchronicity, I was like, I love that. I just love that title. So, that one kind of came to me,
Sorry about that. No I think that's awesome because, you have the titles, the artwork is amazing. It's so eye-catching. All of it, guys. If you scroll to all the books that Kyra has done, all the artwork is sharp. It's really, really sharp. Dolores says, I spy new fall decor. Yes, thank you. We've got little pumpkin. Oh, I should show Kyra. Look at Chris from Iowa did.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. Congratulations on your 50th retreat.
Thank you. And
amazing.
That's a book that you were talking about, Isabel, right? Yep. Yeah. Okay. So, and speaking of fall, real quickly, Delora is doing Fall Color Spectacular. It starts Monday, guys. If you want to learn about all these colors and how the vibrational colors work, please come check that out. It's also on my website. Go to eliaspatras.com under events and you'll see it there. Susan asks this. Are there any requirements book-wise? Example, a certain amount of pages, etc.
So if you're talking about solo books, for us, we do a maximum of 50,000 words. You can add on more if you want to, but our base price includes 50,000 words or less, right? And I recommend not doing any fewer than 20,000. 20,000 words generally get you the spine of the book, which gives you about 100 pages. Otherwise, it looks more like a pamphlet. And people like that spine, so I try to shoot for 150 pages, 6x9 trim size. But if you're doing a children's book, it's a little bit different. It's 8.5 by 8.5, and it's about 30 pages there. But that's all stuff you work with us on because we talk to an illustrator and work with an illustrator. So according to what you want to create too. But yeah, 100 pages minimum. Right. Is definitely.
Dolores said, I'm so excited for the book launch. This will be so fun with the group. Yay. I'm so proud of you, Dolores. Really, truly, you have really done so much this year. And Dolores just had a birthday on the 11th. So kudos to you, girl. Kudos to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Susan, you are an author. Yes. And you need to be in this book. You need to be in this collaboration book, girl. And then go ahead and do your other books with Kyra. It'll be amazing.
I'd love to have you, Susan.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited about Dolores' class too. Yes, Susan says thank you. The compilation books then are for sale on Amazon or through As You Wish website.
They're on Amazon. We do use KDP, and sometimes I also put it onto Ingram Spark as well, which means they can be. You can ask Barnes and Noble to carry it if you want. You can do book signings in different indie bookstores and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, both. We have it on Amazon, and then we have a link back to Amazon on our website and our library.
Such FGMO.
Fun girl manifestation opportunity.
I like it. I was gonna say fudge gooiness, much Oreos is what I was gonna say.
Fudge gooey Oreo.
Momo. I was like,
oh my god, no, I need a fucking Oreo. Why are you doing subliminal?
See, fear of missing out. I was gonna say
yes.
fear of many Oreos. So, that's good. It's good. Guys, honestly, truly, it is a joy being in these books. It's exciting to be in the book. It has really, honestly, truly, it has built my confidence. I don't feel like I was so nervous doing that very first book alone. Doing the chapter book, as soon as she said there's another one coming, I said yes to that. And then I got busy, and the book it really, truly, for those of you that are a little fearful about going on your own, do the chapter book, do several of them if you want to, and then just do it. I think you'll find that every one of us has a story. Every one of us can speak from the heart. I know most all of you, and you all have stories that you can tell. Some of you have amazing stories, and maybe typing can get a little bit nerve-wracking. Well, guess what? You got one of those things called a cell phone, and back in my day, we had a tape recorder. But go ahead and just talk into it. Talk into it. Guess what? You can cheat. You can go to Word document. See, Dolores said Word document, not Word perfect. Word document. Ooh. I know, because I was calling it Word perfect.
Oh my god!
So long.
Whew, damn.
You can go to Word document.
You just dated me.
I did. Trust me.
My soul just went back in time.
I used to get excited, Kyra, when I could type the word "the" on the computer on the typewriter really fast. I was like, "The!" Oh my god, that went so fast! I got so excited. I miss Word Perfect. Thank you, Jody. Thank you.
Jody.
Thank you. I struggled to journal, let alone try and write a book. I can't get the words from my head to the paper. Kathleen, do it in the tape recorder.
Yeah.
I know you. I know what you spoke about at a retreat. I think your stories should be written down on paper. People want to know what happens in other people's lives, especially a life that you lived in a certain way. I don't want to give away your story, but it is really, I think you would be amazing at this. You'd be amazing at this. And
we have it. So if you don't know how to do the word thing and don't know how to do all that stuff, we do have a transcription add-on. So you can just give me your MP3 file and I'll give it back to you in the written word. And if you want me to, I'll do a quick copy edit and give it back and you'll have it. So don't feel like you have to do this again. Don't feel like you have to do this alone.
No, you don't have to
just talk, just flow, let it flow. And see
talk
what
it in the tape recorder. Put on your Word Perfect, press the microphone, and then let all the words pop up on the screen. Did you like that? It's good.
Oh my God, we're going to have such a dope retreat next year.
I like it. All right, everybody. Kyra, thank you so much for being on here. You know that you're welcome anytime, honestly.
You're so amazing.
And
this was so fun.
I'm going to tell you, I'd like you to be on my podcast.
Okay.
So we should plan on that. And that podcast is mindbodyspirit.fm. Look for it wherever you find Spotify, Google, or Apple. You can find it at mindbodyspirit.fm, and it's called Your Inner Voice. So
this is what I have to do.
Oh.
The progressives.
So yes. So one time I did it and I broke off the handle of the, I got these on the Amazon. So I have 10 of them.
Amazon is.
I have 10 of them. So if I break one, I just have to open it. Look, let me show you. Look how crazy I am. Who else do you know has? Right?
Oh, honey, I've got like 5 pairs of glasses that have the wrong prescription in them, but I'm afraid to let them go.
Love
just
it.
In case my prescription changes.
See? These are 1.2. They're reading glasses. So they're 1.25. I remembered, I'm like, wait, why do I need? And then I couldn't even see what the hell this said. I was like, what's this for? And the more I brought it closer, the more I got a headache. And then I went like this. I'm like, I don't know where it is. I'm like, and then I had to go like, can I borrow? Oh, time eraser. Time eraser. It's special. You put it under here, and you have to go like this when you do it. And then you just kind of like that, and then you leave it on. And it's, oh, I think I put too much on. Please hold caller. Boy, this is very strong. Oh God, it is. I put way too much on. That's not good. It's got frankincense in it. It's really good. Wait, that's the glue stick.
Glue stick.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Once people start getting onto these collaboration books,
yes,
you just can't have just one, just like an Oreo.
Yeah, it's just like an Oreo. It's all good.
Just like an Oreo.
She snorted. She did. And when she snorts, it's a good one. When she snorts, it's a good one. Really enjoyed this. Thank you. Chris, you've got lots of stories to tell. Come
on, don't be shy. Let me hear you. I want to hear you.
I'm just going to tell you, it's a very, very fair price that she is charging to be in this book, guys. It really is. Truly, truly. All right, Kyra, again, if you guys have any questions, please go to As You Wish. I'm going to get the, this is her email, connect@asyouwishpublishing.com. If you want to write an email, if you got any questions, or just go to asyouwishpublishing.com. Remember, there's a special one. This is the special one, asyouwish.com/we write, WEWRITE. Okay. Remember,
just for
guys,
Elias, just for you guys watching. Yep. Even if you're watching on the replay, you get a $67 bonus, which is a really cool bonus on the inside of the book.
Tomorrow we've got Soul Chat, so please come join us to Soul Chat. It's where you can have any of your metaphysical questions answered. We do that. It's via Zoom. Go to eliaspatras.com to look for it under events. Next Wednesday, you guys are going to love next Wednesday. Please hold while I get my cheat sheet. Next Wednesday, we have Brenda Blittenbach. I hope I said that right. Brenda Blittenbach, and she's going to talk about grounding in your gut. Grounding in your gut. She's going to talk about the gut bilium. I'll find out what that means when we...
sounds very interesting
right now. Yes, so it's fascinating, and she has worked on her gut, guys. When she tells you how old she is, you're going to be like, "What?" So
it's great for 97.
It is great for 97. She's 105. But the following Wednesday we have Tabitha. Just one word, kind of like Cher or Madonna. Tabitha. She's going to be on, and we're going to talk about grounding with tea leaves. And we're going to go back to writing because she writes poetry. I also told her about you. So grounding with tea leaves and writing with Tabitha. So we've got an amazing September. We have Janet and I are doing our retreat. So please, 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 please come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be something that, I don't know. I just have to tell you, it's fun. Here it is. Manifesting Your Desires, November 1st through the 3rd. We've got that going on. We also have one last thing. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba. Okay, we also have this. I'm sorry, Delora, I didn't have the right one. We have, she got so mad because I messed this up and I had to fix it. And it's not July. So just ignore the July. We have this one with Ginger and I. We're doing Enlightened Insight Circle. We're going to talk about intuitive development, mediumship development, and personal development. That is something that people forget. People are like, well, I can't really do this and I can't really hear stuff and I don't really see stuff. So we're like, well, do you talk bad about yourself? Do you listen to yourself? How you talk? It's so important that you have to work on self to be able to raise that vibration for your intuitive abilities, because we all have that. Stop showing that one. I know I have to do the PDF for that. Remember, I have to press buttons. So, and then October we have Transform. That is our theme for Transform, and we do have Diane Ray is going to start us off. She is one of the founders of Mind Body Spirit.fm, Diane Ray and Tina.
Nice.
Yes. And they both were, well, one of them was Hay House, in charge of Hay House Radio, and the other one is in charge of Unity Radio. And they combined together, and now they have Mind Body Spirit.fm.
So, oh, that's fantastic. That's where you do your podcast, isn't it?
It's where I do my podcast. You could find it on Google, Apple, or wherever your podcast is available. No worries, Carson. Thank you for being here.
Yay!
Carson will be on the new book and the Synchronicity book. So there you have it. There you have it. All right, everybody. Remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And we educate, we grow. There is unity in community. From our hearts to yours. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, Delora was on a podcast too. Yes. All right, everybody. Mwah. Be well, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.